Hi mathematicians! Today we are going to be learning about perimeter. Perimeter is the distance around a shape. So the reason that I had you guys measuring last week is because, well, we need to measure around the edge of the shape to find what the perimeter is. So I gave you a little practice beforehand so that you could know how to find the perimeter now. Okay, if you look at the word perimeter, you notice that you can see the word rim inside the word perimeter. And if you know what the word rim means, well, it's just the outside edges of something. So if I say, what's the rim of this square? Well, it would just be the outside sides, the side the sides of the shape. So in order to find the perimeter of this object, well, then I would need to measure each side what the length is. And then I would add up those sides, and that would be my perimeter. So let me show you an example. Okay, I already measured them before I came on this video, so you wouldn't have to watch me do that. So I measured that this side right here is 2 inches, which also means that this side is 2 inches because they're the same, they're the exact same sides, the lengths are the same. And then the other side, I measured 1 inch, which means that this side is 1 inch as well because they're the exact same lengths. So in order to find out what the perimeter is, I have to make a number sentence. And all I have to do is I just add all those 4 numbers up together, and that gives me what the answer is. Okay, so you just do, here, let me make it a better color so you can see. 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1. See, all I did was take these 4 numbers and I put them and I added them together. Okay, pretty simple number sentence. I know that 2 plus 2 is 4, 1 plus 1 is 2, and 4 plus 2 is 6. So 6 inches would be my answer. And it asks what the perimeter is. You just repeat that right here. You just put 6. Okay, let's look at this next one. This one's a little bit different since it has a 1/2 inch in here, but we can still easily do it. So all I have to do, remember, is take these 4 numbers that I already measured and put them in my number sentence. So 2.5 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, and what does that equal? Okay, so I'm going to take my whole numbers first. So I'll take my 2, my 1, 1, and 1. I'm going to add those up first. So 1 plus 1 plus 1, that's 3, and 3 plus 2 is 5. Okay, so 5 is going to be my whole number, or my big number. And then I can't forget to add back this 1/2. Okay, so 5.5 is that answer. And then I just put it right there. Not too bad, right? Let's look at these. These were a little bit more difficult because I couldn't tell if these sides right here, I didn't really know if those were the same length until I measured them. So you can't always assume that they're going to be the same until you test it out yourself. Okay, so they ended up being the same, but you can't always assume that. All right, so this number sentence, remember, just add up all those sides. There's only 3 with the triangle, so I'm only going to have 3 numbers in my number sentence. So 3 plus 3 plus 1 equals 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 1 is, 7 inches. And remember, you can always put IN instead of writing out inches all the way. I'm perfectly fine with that. And then don't forget to put your answer for your perimeter right there. Same with this one. I didn't know if the sides were all the same. And good thing I didn't assume that, because look, this one over here was 2 inches and not 3. Okay, so I'm going to add up all those numbers together. 3 plus 3 plus 2 equals, well, 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 inches. Okay, now, what if they only give you 2 of the sides? And let's say you don't have a ruler, okay? I don't have a ruler right now, so what could I do if I can tell that, if I know that this side and this side are the exact same length because they're parallel to each other, and this side and this side are the exact same because they're parallel to each other. They're going to be the same length. Yes, that's correct. I could know that since this side is 3 inches, this side is going to be 3 inches as well. And since this side is 1 inch, and this side is exactly parallel to it, well, this one's going to be 1 inch as well. Okay, so what you could do is think 3 plus 1 is 4, and then you could just multiply that by 2 to get 8. But if you don't think that way, because you like to write it out like this, which is how I am, then you could think, well, 3 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1. 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. I still got the same answer. I just thought about it a different way. Okay? If the multiplying confuses you, don't think about it. Okay. All right. Today, you guys already have the measurements done for you. Make sure you look at what it says. They're not all inches. Some of them are like meters, so M, or feet, FT. So just make sure you write the right measurement. But they give you all the sides on the first two. On number 3, they give you 2 of the sides. You have to figure out what the other 2 sides are. So on this one, since you know what 3 plus 3 is, and you know what they give you at the perimeter, you can do 16 minus what 3 plus 3 is, which is 6. So you have 10. You have 10 left that you have to divide up between those 2 sides, these 2 sides right here. So how can you equally divide up 10? Well, what 2 numbers can add together to get to 10? 5 and 5. Okay, so I just gave you the answer for that one. See if you can do this one. I bet you can, based on what I just told you for number 3, and then explain it down here for number 5. Okay, and then there's 2 more problems on this last page. So try this out. I think it should be pretty easy for you guys. And turn that into Canvas.